Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo. Sorry, stream would have started a few seconds earlier, but I thought I heard somebody fall, but it was nothing, it seems. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm hearing stuff. Either way, guys, let's get into some hunts. I don't know what to hunt, though. I kind of feel like going over to Emerald and shooting some Rusa. Because it's been a while since we've gone for some Rusa and tried to get the Leucistic one. I really want to get a Leucistic one. Spider, thank you for the 3 months, dude. Welcome back. What's up, Max? Great one, Fallow. How's it going? Yeah, if you got a question, just go ahead and ask. You don't got to ask me if you can ask a question. Just go ahead and ask, man. Just go ahead and ask, my dude. Let's see, what time? I think it's like 20 to something. Yeah, 20 to 0. We'll go 22. 30 something. Get the old night vision out, man. Pop that bad boy in there. Boom. Oh, yeah. That's how we do it. After Rusa's, can you hunt Rockies next? Maybe. It's been a while since I've been over to my SRP map. So, possibly. Oh, hey, that's a nice one. Oh, that's a 5. What the? First place we look. I mean, that's clearly a troll, I think, but... Literally second animal we see today. That's crazy. That's crazy, chat. What a start to the day. What a start to the day. Yes, it is fully out. Early access was only 1 day this time that we were actually able to post stuff. So, like, everything's out. Fully out, man. That's pretty normal, G1 Fallow. That's a pretty normal thing to experience, having whitetail not come back to the same zone you shot them. And that can be for multiple reasons, too. It could be that you have to give them more time to respawn. It could also be that you're not shooting enough of them, so it's not triggering the respawns. Or it could be that they've gone to different zones. If you're early on in your grind, it's much more likely that they're just moving around. So I'd say, like, that's very, very likely. What's up, Nico? How's it going, dude? Oh, gotcha, Bythanic. Gotcha, dude. It's a good little DLC. I like it. Yeah, it's a troll. What did I say, chat? I said this little guy would troll. They always troll. Rusa never fail, man. They always troll. Actually, I guess technically they always fail. But it never fails. Because they always troll, you know? Oh, man. There's the areas that we shot some during the early access. What's up, Marshall? How's it going? Haven't had them in like 10 runs. Yeah, that's a very whitetail thing to have happen, G1 Fallow. All you can really do is just change things up to try and get them to respawn. I would recommend like trying to shoot some others in other areas to trigger the respawn. Like maybe you just aren't shooting enough of them per run. I try to shoot at least 20 of them before restarting my run, you know? And I would also recommend to check some like other zones to see if they've just moved, because they don't always respawn in the same spot with whitetail. And if all of that fails, just go through your run like normal. But when you get to the end, just wait like 10 minutes and see if your respawns come back. If they do, then just, you know, try to do a normal run through and see if they are working normal after that. It's really tough. It can be very tough to troubleshoot with whitetail deer. No, I don't think so, Joe. That's not how it works. They didn't change anything with that. They should have a great one tiger or snow leopard like giant with scars. Yeah, that'd be crazy, man. When do the rooster deer drink? They drink from 20 to 0. 20 to 0 for the rooster deer. My dream great one. Well, my dream great one would be a white-tailed deer with the typical rack and the fabled piebald fur type. No clue, Jets. I haven't discussed it with the other people in Tackle Tuesday. It might happen in the future, but right now it's just an idea, you know? We haven't talked about anything yet. Got a gifted membership for Chops and Caitlin's channel when I wasn't even in the stream. Hey, that's how it happens sometimes, man. With YouTube, like, if you frequently go to a stream and somebody gifts a lot of memberships, even if you're not there at that time, you might still get one, you know? Which is nice. You love to see it, man. You love to see it. What are we doing this stream? We're going to do a variety of stuff. We're starting out with shooting some rooster deer to give this night vision scope a bit of a spotlight moment, you know, since we haven't used it as much. And then after that, we're probably going to try and grind for some great ones, but I don't really know what to go for yet. I'm tempted to go for, what are they called? Moose. I'm tempted to go shoot some moose, but at the same time, I kind of want to go back to red deer because of how insane the red deer have been. Like, we got so many diamonds last stream that it just makes me want to go back and see if I can get a super rare to spawn for the red deer. Because I think we have a very high chance of getting a super rare. Like, with our current diamond rate, if we can just get a rare to spawn, it's got a solid chance of being a diamond. Ah, it's so beautiful. I love this scope. This scope is so clean compared to the other night vision. What's up, Lil Silent? How's it going? You got a piebald fallow on your fallow grind? Nice, dude. Got 2 great one fallow deer this yesterday. Nice, King Bob. That's awesome. Congrats on the great ones, dude. Does anybody know how much the new pack is? It's $4.99 USD. Can you tell me how to level up fast? So, I mean, the best way is obviously just shoot every animal you see. One way that a lot of people like to start out by leveling up is doing the missions and then just hunting any animals you find along the way of doing those missions. Because the missions give some money and experience, and then obviously shooting the animals as you go is going to give you some as well. So there's quite a few people that actually do love doing that. And then another great way, like if you want to just focus on power leveling, essentially, just start a grind. Like any grind, really, but specific grinds will give more money and XP than others. Like, for example, a red deer grind is going to be a really good one because red deer are incredibly plentiful. And not only are they incredibly plentiful, but they give a lot of XP and money. Kind of the same for rooster deer, but they're a little bit harder to find. I'd say Tiawaroa red deer is like one of the best ones you can do. Oh, gosh, I have the wrong dog equipped because I was making a video. No, I have the wrong dog. Oh, it floated. Okay. Well, at least we know where it is. Got a piebald diamond like how? Let's go, dude. That's awesome. That is incredibly rare. If you're not herd managing, that's like a 1 in 30,000 chance of that happening. With herd management, it's anywhere from like 1 in 6,000 to 1 in 20,000, depending on how extreme your management is. But regardless, no matter how you're grinding, super rares are crazy tough to get. What's up, Colton? Is the first great one worth the grind? I mean, at the end of the day, only you can put a value on anything in the game, right? Only you can put a value on it for yourself. But if you enjoy hunting for like, or just in general, if you enjoy like trying to find the rarest and coolest things in a game, I'd say it's worth doing a Great One grind, because they are a very tall task to get your first one. Like if you go into it trying to get your first one, not really knowing everything there is to know about grinding, like someone like myself may, with the bazillions of grinds I've done, it can be tough, but it is very much worth it because of the crazy amount of excitement that you will get when that thing spawns. If you're up for grinding and possibly, you know, having to kill a couple thousand of an animal, then yeah, I'd say it's worth it. It has a crazy rewarding feeling at the end of a grind when you finally get it. But hey, at the end of the time, man, only you can tell yourself if it's worth it or not. I'd say the best way to figure that out for yourself is look at some of the great ones that people have got. There's lots of videos out there also showing like how to start up the grind and set it up. And at that point, you can probably tell yourself whether or not you think it's worth it. Oh, there it is. There's our little Rusa. Easiest map for the Go Moose? Probably Leighton Lakes. Leighton is a lot easier to hunt than some of the other ones. Mainly because of the fact that there's just less moose, so it takes less time to find every zone. Is 6 piebald fallow on 300 kills good? Yes, that's really good. That's really good. The average is like a rare every 300 kills. So if you have that many in 300 kills, that's crazy. That's like a rare every 50 kills. That's super good luck. How far down do Rusa go? I don't think they go too much farther down. How do you do a grind for red deer? I mean, it's the same as you would with anything. Just any grind in general is a matter of finding the drink zones of the animal, or feed zones in the case of like tar and other species that don't have drink zones. You find their zones, you set up a tent approximately like 220 meters away, and you do that for like 10 to 15 different zones, and then you just keep repeating the process. Go to a zone, shoot the animals, go to the next zone, shoot the animals, preferably use a stand or a blind to reduce hunting pressure. And there you go. You've started yourself a grind. Now, if you want to take it further, you could try herd managing. Got guides on the channel for that, so I'm not going to get into it, but that's essentially how you start a grind for literally any species. I would also recommend looking up heat maps of where the animals are located so you don't waste your time going to spots where they're not going to be. ProXCK is a great channel for getting those like heat maps. He does great guides. Some of the best guides out. Way better guides than I could ever create. Okay, where do we want to go now? I'm thinking I need to go farther up here because I don't think I've checked. Ooh. I could also check down here. Because Rusa can be through there. It's just a little annoying to hunt them. Yeah, I haven't really checked that much. Yo, what's up, Jivers? What's up, SG Dark TV? Any tips for moose? I do have a moose guide on the channel. The thing is, like, pretty much most of the tips that I can give for anything are going to be applicable to most grinds. Like, when it comes to a specific species, you got to get a little more specific. Like, what map are you hunting? Are you herd managing? Are you not herd managing? Because that's going to really determine what types of tips I give. Got my first diamond puma yesterday. Nice, dude. Love to see it. Your guys are so crazy. I mean, I've never thought my guides are anything too special, but I appreciate the compliment, man. I see so many guys from other creators, and man, I wish I could just make my guides better, but it is what it is. What map do I use for the Great One Whitetail? I hunt Layton Lakes for whitetail. Nice, Joe. Good luck, man. Why are the Rusa right there? Smoked him. You doing HM on Layton? Nice. That's a great choice. Great choice, man. Hey, Dusty. Only watched your guys because you were the only one that actually made since and I have 4 Great One Red Deer now, so thank you for making really good guides. Appreciate the compliment, dude. Glad I can be a help. Glad I can be of help. I just wish I could, I just wish I had the time to do, like, better editing with the guides. Like, super high quality guides, they take a lot of time to make. And in a lot of cases, that means disrupting the flow of, like, normal content releases to make time for creating those guides and, like, editing them in a super intuitive way that really helps everybody. I try to just get as much information packed into something that I'm super knowledgeable about. That way, it's at least, like, a helpful guide. But, man, I wish I could make guides like creators like ProXCK. Because he's got a knack for making guides. Oh, I'm loving them, Jivers. They're great. They're super nice. I'd say out of everything in the update for, I guess, DLC-related things, I really... Ouch, just smacked the crap out of my microphone. I like the Odin scope the best. It's the normal rifle scope. And then I'm also a fan of the reticle swapping. It's super nice. Just being able to, like, swap out the reticles is huge for me. Because there's some scopes where I didn't like them because the reticle wasn't great. Like, for example, the lever action scope just didn't work super good with its reticle, but the reticle from the lever actions actually works really good on other scopes. The update was definitely not 68 gigs for me, Shotgun. However, what you may be seeing is after the game downloads the update, it also has to install. So it has to, like, update the existing files, and Steam shows you that. So you may be seeing that. You may be seeing it patching all the files and installing. Because the actual download was not 68 gigs. Not on PC, at least. I don't know what it was for console. Did I stack 5s while I was shooting the solo moose? I think to a very light extent, yes. It's been so long since I did that grind, I can't remember exactly. But I don't believe I did much stacking for the moose grind. I think I stacked like maybe 7 level 5s. Maybe a little bit more. But I didn't spend too much time having them stacked. I just did the best I could to get the majority of the solos down to at least mid-size 3s. And kind of just left it at that. Aggressive? No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Honestly, when they're that close, doesn't matter what scope you have. You need to go to iron sights. Oh, man. Can you have multiple grinds of different species on the same map? Yes, you can. Obviously, it's tough to set up for multiple grinds at once, but for example, I've got my whitetail and my moose fully managed down on Layton, or at least as far managed as I want them to be, right? And so all I have to do is I've just got a screenshot of what my setup looks like. Anytime I want to go from whitetail to moose, I just look at the screenshot of how my moose were set up, and I just copy everything and, you know, put the tents and stuff where I had them previously. And vice versa. If I want to switch back to whitetail, I just pop up the screenshot of what my tent layout was and reset it up. But yes, you can have as many grinds as you want going for as many different species on the same map. You could have a grind going for every single species. Obviously, this would take a lot of moving stuff around, but yes, it is very doable. And a lot of people do it. It's like, for example, Layton is just a great map for moose and whitetail. And so a lot of people want to grind both on the same map. That's what I've done. Got you, Shotgun. So you're using like the Windows Store for it? Yeah, I'd say that 68 gigs is probably just the like installation size. Like, the amount of file size it's patching, because the download was definitely not 68. Unless it's reinstalling the full game for you, then it might be 68. I can maybe see that being the case. Like, maybe it reinstalled the full game for some reason. Like, maybe there was some file corruption or something and it had to redo it. Kill a diamond melanistic tiger. Let's go, Dog VR. That's awesome. Did they change anything in the update? Yes, they changed a lot of stuff in the update. Check out the video I posted today. It's like 15 plus minutes of me reading all the patch notes and talking about each of the major changes. So definitely check it out if you haven't. Gosh, I can't make that shot. See, this is the part that really sucks about the mangroves. Is these little trees block so many shots. Like, look at that. I can't shoot through that. And there's a lot of parts of these mangrove trees where it looks like you can shoot through it, but you can't. So you gotta be careful. Like, I might not even be able to hit that shot. Okay, we were able to. Sweet. Dog, shut up. Oh my gosh, that is the worst. Why did they have to make them whine so loud? That's the thing that's always drove me crazy about the retriever, and it's why I barely use it unless I'm bird hunting. Gosh, it whines so loud right in your ear. Holy crap, man. I didn't see you say anything from before, Tyler, so I probably didn't answer it. You're probably just not finding where the males are, Kyler, because you should have just as many males as females. Well, maybe not exactly the same, but you definitely shouldn't have 90% females. The males are definitely just in places that you haven't looked at recently. Went to look at the DLC and it was showing me prices in pounds, but I'm in the US. What's the equivalent? So it's $4.99 USD. So $5 is what you'll be paying if you're in the US. $5 dues. Come on, dude, give me a shot. Maybe there's another one I can shoot. Oh yeah, that's better right there. What you barking at, bro? Where's the gator? Or the croc? Warning call from Red Deer. Where's the croc, though? Our doggo's barking. I'll turn the sound effects up a little bit. It was 20 gigs on Xbox. Gotcha, Dramatic. Also, how you doing? Hey, Hostetler. How's it going? 4K kills. Yikes, G1 Fallow. That's rough, man. Brutal. No, I don't use earbuds for game audio. I use the, gosh, what's this headset called? I use a Razer headset. It's one of the newer ones. One of their newer wireless ones. If I pull up Synapse, it'll tell me exactly what it is. I use the Black Shark V2 Pro. Yeah, we didn't kill that one right here. Got a bad shot on it. The update was not 68 gigs for me, Pink. It was less than 15, I think. It was not a very big update for me. I'm on Steam, though, so... hard to say, man. I'm thinking we go to another hunt. Let's do a little bit of red deer, and then I think we'll go to something else, probably. I only have an hour and a half left before I have to end the stream. Because tonight is Tackle Tuesday on my Scarecrow the Angler channel. So, I will not be able to stream for more than like an hour and a half more. Yes, they did Call the Wild Gaming. They changed the look of the icons. I think they look pretty clean now, honestly. I think they look very, very clean. I am a big, big fan. Game's been updating since 5 a.m. your time, and it's only at 23%. Yikes, Blonde Bunny. Rip. No, that's fine, Jets Gaming. That's fine. Ooh. Ah, dude. I got so excited for a second. I thought that was the diamond rack. It's still cool, though. Still cool. Holy crap, man. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Literally a level 7. 8. Oh, literally a level 8. 9, 10, 11. There's 11 of them here right now. Gosh, dude, I saw that piebald and I was like, that rack looks big. It was a 7, though. It's a 7. Still a really awesome looking 7, though. Like, that's a gorgeous piebald. We're lined up perfectly as well. What reticle am I using? Okay, we're using the duplex. We got him. Three down. Beautiful. Okay, we've killed 5 now. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Beautiful. We killed 10 of the 11 here. That's huge. That is huge, man. What's up, Chopper? We just took down a beautiful level 7 piebald. No! Floaters! You suck! I should actually be able to get it to come back over. It's barely left the shore. Yep, there we go. Beautiful. Mythical. I love the new scopes, friends. I love the new scopes. More specifically, the Odin. The Odin is so freaking nice. It's basically like just a better Hyperion in every single way. It's pretty much just a better Hyperion in every way. What's the new update about? Oh, there's a lot of stuff with it, but the main features that come with this update is brand new DLC that has 3 different scopes and improvements to the electronic collar from the Ambusher DLC. And then there's a bunch of other changes and bug fixes If you want to know more details about that, I'm Looking Outdoors, I would recommend checking out the video I posted on the YouTube channel today. It covers everything in the patch notes. Look at that. That's so beautiful. It's actually even, too. Like, it's not super wonky, which is rare with rares. Usually the rares are super wonky with most species, actually. Beautiful. That's kind of a unique 7. I have not had a rare with this rack before, I don't think. Like, I've had one that was a 50-50 with, like, half of this rack, but kind of cool. Good-looking red deer. Very, very good-looking red deer, man. How many red deer kills am I at? 329 right now. Wait, you're new. Okay. Just randomly there. Have you ever got a piebald super rare red deer? Yes, I've got 2 of them, actually. I've got one with the mid rack and one with the big rack. And they are gorgeous, man. I love the rares for red deer. Been on Tiawaroa for a while, barely getting any level 9s. Any tips? I mean, yeah, of course. Like, the best thing you can do to get more diamonds is to try out herd management. It takes a lot of work, and it's definitely not everybody's favorite way to play the game. There's a lot of people that just don't enjoy playing it like that, but essentially what I've done on my map is I just don't shoot any of the ones that are level 4 or lower. And you just do that until you only have about 20 red deer left to shoot. And then, you know, the rest of your map will just be 4s and below. And you'll be pumping out diamonds like it's nothing. And even if you don't want to go that extreme with it, even if you just want to, you know, try to get a couple of 9s to pop, just not shooting the 4s and below will help with that. If you're only shooting 5s and above, like you're putting in more high levels into those respawn pools, you know? And so you're going to end up getting more larger ones to respawn because you're not shooting the little guys anymore. That's honestly the best way to get more diamonds to spawn. If you want like a relatively reliable way to have it happen. What's up, Levi? How you doing, man? Hope you're doing good, my dude. You make more from videos or live streams? I mean, I don't really talk about, like, how much I make or how much anybody else in the space really makes, but in terms of videos versus streams, videos are always going to be a more consistent source of income. Because with streams, the revenue from streams is very reliant on super chats, memberships, things like that. So videos make more if you're a family-friendly YouTuber playing a game that has good, like, what's it called? CPM, cost per million. There's so much technical stuff that goes into it, man. Like, there's so much technical stuff. Like, for example, if I upload a Red Dead Redemption 2 video and let's say it gets 5,000 views, it'll probably only make like 10% of what a Call the Wild video that is shorter and gets the same amount of views would make. So YouTube's weird. There's so many factors that determine how much you make off of it. There's so many factors. How advertiser friendly the content is, how long people are watching the video, because the longer people watch the video, the more ads they watch, therefore the more AdSense gets generated. So there's so many little intricacies with it that every single YouTuber you ask is going to give a different answer probably. And like for me, I don't run ads during my streams. So Streams don't really make me anything unless I get like memberships and super chats and stuff. But I have ads disabled, like mid-roll ads. I have them disabled for like the live stream while the stream's going. There's no ads on my live streams until the stream has been ended and gets uploaded as a VOD, you know? So yeah, streams are always they're never going to make as much as videos for my specific case. But other YouTubers may have the exact opposite. So yeah, it really is like person specific on whether videos or streams are a better source of revenue. Yeah, Ian. Dude, rip Hyperion. Never going to use it again. Snakey, thank you for the 1 month, dude. Welcome back. Move my mouse to med do I have to reset my counter? Oh, you moved your mouse to medved. You have to reset your counter. So whether or not you reset your counter is really going to determine, or really going to come down to whether or not you believe herd management and like the amount of big males and small males on your map affects great ones or not. If you believe that herd management affects great ones, I would definitely reset your counter if you change maps, because, you know, that map's going to have a different composition of big males and small males. But if you don't think herd management affects great ones, then, you know, it wouldn't matter if you reset the counter or not going from one map to another. You'd have the same chance of getting a great one no matter what. That's what I would say. If you think herd management affects great ones, then yeah, I'd reset the counter when you change maps or like start a new counter. If you don't believe it affects it, then yeah, just keep that original counter going. That's why I separate my kill counts on a grind if I change maps. Because I do believe that herd management, if done properly and to a like extreme enough extent, it definitely improves the chance of getting great ones from my experience. So I actually separate my grinds if I change maps. Like for my moose grind, I think I had it, the way I have it wrote down on my notes is for one of my grinds when I moved from Medved to Rev, I have it set as like 4200 Rev, and then I have a thing that says like, I think like grind number 5 V2, and it says like 300 kills on Rev on Thule. What's the easiest great one? Probably fallow deer, I would say. Yeah, chopper. Oh, man. But once you figure it out, it's smooth sailing from there. Oh, man. If the new Odin scope is an improved Hyperion in every way, does it use the same crosshair? I mean, you can change the crosshairs out, so at this point, it really doesn't even matter. Like, it doesn't matter if it uses the same crosshair, because you can just change them. You can just change them out. So it's like, I don't even know what the default crosshair was on the Odin because I changed it immediately for the video. But what I mean when I say the Odin is literally better than the Hyperion in every way, like it's just better than the Hyperion, is there's actually a few things to that. One, the housing of the scope, which is like the, you know, basically the casing around the lens. The housing of it is super thin. It's even thinner than the Hyperion, and the Hyperion was already the thinnest, like, housing scope in the entire game. And it's got the same minimum zoom at 4x, but it has an extra 4 times on the maximum zoom. So instead of 8x, it's 12x, which makes it so it can do everything the Hyperion can do, plus more. And like with how crazy the visibility is with this scope in terms of like barely any of your screen is blocked by the housing, like it's just better in every way than the Hyperion scope is. So that's what I mean by that. It's just way better in every way. I'd argue it's better than the Argus even. Because sure, the Argus gives you some extra magnification. We need to shoot that. But the trade-off with the Argus is it's got such massively thick housing around the scope that it's like kind of tough to get follow-up shots at close range. Let me pop out all the scopes so we can actually compare them like side by side by side. And while I'm at it, let's bring our actual normal dog out. Come on, Hunter. Come on, Hunter. My little buddy. We got anything else we can shoot here? Those are the ones we're leaving. Nope, just the one that we bopped. Okay, so here's the Odin scope. Really clean. Here's the Hyperion. You can see the scope is a little bit thicker and it has less magnification. Back to the Odin. It's like the Odin is actually half the... Like the housing on the Odin is almost half the width of the Hyperion. Plus the extra magnification. So in my opinion, it's just not even a competition. And then the Argus. I mean, look how massive that scope is. Sure, the magnification is great. And with this reticle, it actually improves the Argus a lot with the German reticle. But look, there's just so much wobble with the Argus. I think the Odin is the superior rifle scope right now. I think it's about as good as it gets. Yeah, exactly, Ian. That too. I did see a lot of comments saying that this is going to be a new player's dream. Being able to get good scopes from the very beginning instead of having to grind up to get the Hyperion and the Argus. Like, you can just get some good scopes right off the bat. Oh, I agree, Tyler. I agree. I did not like the Argus, like, hardly at all. I only use it for very specific scenarios. Like, the only time I really ever used the Argus was sometimes on the Moose Grind when I was using the 300 bolt action. I'd use the Argus to try and get close up. What are you talking about, Crispy? Anybody that looks at these scopes and thinks they're not better than the scopes that we had in the game originally is just lying to themselves because they want to hate it. You'd have to be pretty deep in denial to say that these scopes aren't better than the existing ones. Like, obviously, the new night vision scope is better than the old one because the old one was a 4X. And it was not very clear at all. The Odin is definitely better than the Hyperion and the Argus. There's no competition there. And the handgun shotgun scope has more magnification and better visibility than the existing shotgun and handgun sights. So I'm not sure what you're on. Probably drugs with a comment like that, but... There we go. That's 2, and we'll kill the 9 with the proper rifle. For context for the YouTube people that may not have seen the comment I was responding to, the guy basically told me that none of these new scopes are better, and that I'm just saying it because I got early access from EW and that they tell me to say stuff. Oh, man. Some people crack me up, man. Some people crack me up.
Oh, yes, oh my God.
Titan, thank you for the super chat. Bros on that hater. Yeah, I can't say that last word on YouTube, but pretty much. Oh, man. This is why I love the internet. You saying the new night vision is good? Lol, oh please, I think you're the one on drugs. I mean, we're not saying that it's better than like the Hyperion or the Odin. We're saying it's better than the old night vision scope. How difficult is that to understand? The old scope was a 4X and didn't have near the visibility that we have on this new night vision scope. Don't have early access, and they're much better. Oh, I mean, well, it's not in early access anymore. It's fully out. The update has been out since about 12 to 13 hours ago. What score range of Moose should I leave for HM? So for Moose, just leave the 2s and the 1s, and then any 3s that look the same as a 2. Oh, it is, Johnny? I bet it is. I'm going to have to try that out. If I'm going to get a DLC, what should I get? I already have the modern rifles and tents. I would say the high caliber hunting pack is probably one of my favorites that I would recommend just because it has very useful rifles in it. Another good option is if you don't have it already, get the tripod and tree stand DLC. That one is very solid. And then another good one is, oh gosh, what's that one called? Well, obviously, if you're on PC, get the Tents DLC. If you're on console, that comes bundled with the base game, so... Ah, dude, again! Again, we got tricked. Dude, the amount of rares we're spawning is crazy. I thought that was a diamond. I saw that rack, and I was like, dude, please, please, please. Ah, we got trolled again, man. He tricked us. Chopper, thank you for the super chat. Dude, appreciate all you do for the community, brother. Thank you, Chopper. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. And Titan, thank you for becoming a member, man. Enjoy all the perks that come with that. The emotes, extra Discord channels, scrapped uploads on the channel, and all the other cool stuff that comes with it. Really appreciate it, man. Gosh, dude. Do you guys want me to just leave it on the map for a little bit as like a good luck charm? Because he's got a rack that looks so similar to the diamond rack. Maybe he'll be a good luck charm to spawn us a super rare. Should we leave him as a little bit of a pet? Give him a name and stuff. You guys in the chat can name him if you want. It's going to be a 9 next time. Hopefully, man. Hopefully. Yeah, it looks like you guys want me to leave him. All right, we'll leave him. He's our new pet. He's our new pet. Next time we get a great one or a super rare is when we'll take him. We'll leave him on the map for the rest of the grind. Oh, there we go. All the names are popping up in chat. Yeah, for sure, Dramatic. For sure, man. Definitely. Ninja Moose, thank you for the super chat. Name him Apple Piebald. That's actually hilarious. That's actually hilarious. I got an idea. I like that name, but how about I tweak it a little bit? Since he's a piebald, he's got more of an orange color. What if I name him Pumpkin Piebald? Because he kind of looks like a pumpkin pie with some whipped topping, you know? He's like a pumpkin pie with some whipped topping. You guys like that one? Okay, perfect. We'll do that. That's Mr. Pumpkin Piebald. Oh, man. How do you shoot the coast and find and deal with the solos mid-grind? Ooh, I mean, it depends on what species you're going for, obviously. I'd say the best way to deal with that is to just not let it get to that point in the first place. Like, focus the solos early on. But I think by the sound of the question, you probably already got halfway through the grind, and now you're running into some issues with solos. So I would say best way, if you just want to try and get it done as quick as possible, would be to go to some of your main zones and try to stack diamonds in them. Like, get some diamonds to spawn in your good zones, and then go shoot those solos, because having a bunch of diamonds on the map will kind of like counteract some of the herd management you've done, allowing you to get smaller ones more often to try and fill up those, you know, solo spawns. That is what I would probably recommend doing. Yo, what's up, Ruth? How you doing? Nothing there. We haven't checked for solos in a while, like stragglers around this lake right here. Talking about the reds on the gravel, if it's your main. Oh, okay. So you're talking about the river here. Yeah, so right here, I use the solos as like my main shooters because a lot of these solos here pretty much always come back to this river zone. And if they don't come back to there, they usually go back to the places I currently have tents set up, which is like all these lakes on the left side. And then like this lake, this river spot, and occasionally these two lakes. So I actually use the solos in my grind. Butch, thank you so much for the super chat, dude. Or the, not super chat, the bits. Thank you for the bits, dude. Why do you start so late in the drink time? I start around 6:50 to hit more zones. So the reason I start later in the time is because the later you are in the time, the more likely they'll actually be in their zones. A lot of times if you go to the beginning of the time, they actually have to spend some time walking to get into their zones. And so it leads to some of the herds and even solos just not being there. Just not being in the zone when you get there. So to counteract that, I go later in the time. And that actually helps with, you know, making sure a lot of them will actually be at their zones. And since I'm pretty late in my grind, there's only a few locations I visit per run. So I can visit all of my zones within the time frame of that like last hour and a half. So that is the reason why. Thank you once again for the bits, man. What gun do you shoot whitetail with? So if it's not a diamond or a rare, I typically shoot like all the common like regular whitetail with the 300 just to make it go by faster. And then when I find a diamond or I find like a rare or a great one, I'll shoot it with a ethical rifle. Typically the 308 AR is my go-to. I think I missed a message. When using HM for fallow, I saw videos where people were leaving very small threes. I tried it and worked, then respawn stopped. Started shooting all threes and respawn starting up again. Any info, Crow? Yes, so the reason your respawns started being more consistent is just because you're killing more. When you're killing more, like, not only is it going to take you longer to shoot everything and claim it, therefore giving more time for the first ones to respawn, and also, the other thing is that if you have been... where was I going with that? I'm trying to remember what the next point was that I was going to go on with. Let me read the message again. Oh, yeah. So the reason that we leave like the small threes is because they score low enough to where they still will affect your herd management, right? As long as they score under 150, then it's good to leave it. But I have not grinded fallow deer since the update that changed respawns a little bit. Or I guess not really changed respawns, but made it so we can't force respawns and actually have to wait the full time for them to respawn. So I think a lot of guides and stuff are just outdated. Like with the current state of Call of the Wild and how you need to wait a certain amount of time to get the respawns to pop up, I would say that most likely my grind for fallow, I'll probably have to kill a few more. So that's the big thing. If you're having issues getting respawns, just add a few more deer to your rotation and spend a little bit more time like on each run. Whether that's, you know, getting rid of a claiming tent so you have to walk up to the zone, therefore, you know, taking a little more time to get it. Or, you know, whether it's adding a couple more deer into your rotation. Just doing stuff that makes it so it takes a little bit longer is how you'll kind of get those respawns to be a bit more consistent. Is this peak herd management? This is probably one of the best little sets of herd management I've ever done, yes. The best part of this grind, we had one grind where we were getting a diamond every 8 kills. Right now, we're getting a diamond every, like, 10.4 approximately on average. So, yeah, this is some pretty insane HM we have going on. Okay, so that's 3 there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nice. How dare you take my tent? Unbelievable. There we go. There we go. These silly red deer taking down my tent. Video games don't teach you math. It taught Crow. You're right, Ethan. Definitely did. Who says video games can't take you places in life? Just make sure you do your school, kids. I still had to go through all my school becoming a Gosh, I can't speak. I still had to go through all of my schooling before becoming a full-time content creator, so don't skimp out on doing your schoolwork. It's important, no matter how much it sucks to do. There's our level 9 right there. Ooh, rip Joe. To start playing on PC was pretty much maxed out on console. It's pretty fun to start from scratch. Oh yeah, it's great. I've done so many like restarts on different accounts. It's a lot of fun. It can be a breath of fresh air when you've kind of like exhausted all the content in the game. Yes, Steven, I've messed up a couple of great ones. There's been a couple of them I messed up. Oh, speaking of messed up, he literally turned his head as I shot. Oh my gosh. Man. Beautiful. That's funny. Right as we're talking about messing up great ones, I mess up a diamond. Hey, Xander, how's it going? Hope you're doing good. Holy. Buck, thank you for the bits, dude. Much appreciated. Hope you're doing fantastic. There's our little pet piebald. Bringing us the luck, hopefully. Nope, it brought us, hey, that's a 4. Why does that 4 look larger? Oh, that's the respawn. He brought us a level 6. You're not very lucky so far. I messed up a diamond and your buddy respawned as a 6. What's going on, man? What's going on? How do I know when to stop hunting a zone for red deer? So, that is a semi-complicated question. Because a lot of times, herds will also have solo males with them. And when you shoot a solo male, it's going to spawn somewhere else. And when you shoot, a solo from another area, it could respawn in one of those herds that you thought that you had, managed down. In general, I'd say it's safe to stop hunting a zone after you get all the males in that herd to turn into level 4s or lower and have gone, at least 10 runs after that to make sure that you don't get, a late respawn or a straggler going there. All I can really say, the biggest thing is just use your best judgment that you can. If a zone's not really producing anything for you to shoot after, quite a while of going there, it's probably safe to abandon that zone. But just keep in mind that when you stop hunting one zone and then you start hunting, another zone, sometimes the respawns from that new zone you started hunting might go back to one of those zones that you had stopped hunting. So, it's good to check every once in a while. just to see if any of them have moved around. You missed 2 piebald spawning, Michael. I almost said spining. Right as I'm reading Johnny in the chat saying foreshadowing to mess up a great one. Gosh, there's so many things that have been said in the last like 10 minutes that hopefully doesn't mean we're about to mess up a great one. So many like things that would be just like so, what's the word? Ironic if we messed up a great one. Too many little coincidences. I better not mess up a great one, or else everybody's going to say that I did it on purpose because of all the stuff we're saying right now. Gosh, I missed him. Anything down here? Nothing there. CG, what's up, dude? Welcome back. Hey, Zax, how you doing? Got a super rare mellow reindeer 3 days ago. Dude, that's crazy. Wait, is that? That's a 4. You know, I could leave that, but if I leave that, then that's just one less thing that we're shooting every run, which will reduce the amount of time it takes per run, which will make it so we might not get as consistent of respawns. You know what? We'll leave him here for a couple runs and see if it negatively affects our respawns at all. Where did he run off to? No, seriously, where did he go? Did he float? No. There we go. Okay. That's the blood. Hey, hunting public. How you doing, man? Day's been going pretty good, man. Been going pretty solid. We've had some good luck with rares popping up. That's funny, Jets. Leave what here? There was a level 4 red deer that respawned. Hey, Project Hunt, how's it going? Hope you're doing good today. Luke, thank you for the 33 months as a YouTube member. Really appreciate it. Welcome back. Have I reached Unk status yet? Getting there, man. You're getting there. 33 months is pretty wild. Almost to that diamond logo. That diamond badge, man. Oh, definitely, Ian. These new scopes are gorgeous. Especially the Odin. It is just amazing. I redeemed a self-timeout. What's that for? So, on Twitch, they have, like, the points things, right? And, like, the channel points things. When you redeem self-timeout, it's basically you just saying, hey, time me out. That's essentially what the self-timeout option is you're, like, redeeming a timeout. So, like, a moderator or me would time you out if that's what you wanted, you know? But since you didn't know what it was when you redeemed it, I'll leave that up to you whether you actually want me to. What's up, Chronic? How's it going? Yeah, Buck, I'll show you. I mean, with Red Deer, all the zones, if you have searched all of these lakes in this little cluster, plus these two here, like pretty much just all the lakes above the river, except these. But all the other lakes above the river can have red deer. And then red deer can be anywhere from this little part of the river clear to this part of the river. Like this little section. And then the last place red deer can be is this lake. Just the tip of it. Pause. But yeah, that is the range for red deer. So if you've checked all those areas thoroughly, you've probably got all your red deer zones, or at least the majority of them. Oh, rip Ali. Or is it Ali? Is it Ali or Ali? I assume it's Ali. I could be completely wrong on that, so correct me if I'm wrong. Yo, what's up, AEW? How you doing? How do you like the new scopes? I like them, Hunting Public. I think all three of them are better than their counterparts in, like, a pretty big way. Like, the Odin is a lot better than the Hyperion and Argus. The new night vision scope puts the old night vision scope to shame. The new, like, shotgun, handgun combo scope is better than both the existing handgun and shotgun scopes that we have. So, overall, the DLC is great. I really like it. But what's even better is, like, the free stuff that came along with it. Like, being able to swap out reticles is great. Holy Buck, thank you for the sub. Thank you for the tier 1, man. Really appreciate it. Thank you for the tier 1 sub on Twitch. Much appreciated, my dude. Wonder if we'll ever get a great one to spawn at one of these, like, exterior zones that they sometimes straggle off to. There we go. Bro, apart from Africa 2.0, what other map would you like to see in Call of the Wild, and what animals? Well, I would love to see a Texas Game Ranch. I think a Texas Game Ranch would just be incredible. And then in terms of the animals on there, a no-brainer for me is the Pure David's deer. I feel like they would be a really good fit because, you know, a Texas Game Ranch has a very wide variety of stuff that you could put on it and have it make sense. Because, like, the real-life Texas Game Ranches have so many exotic species from across the world. So, like, I'd toss some Pure David's deer on there. I would probably say the Watusi cattle. If you don't know what it is, look it up. They look crazy. And then I'd have some, like, super rare and exotic things like the white stag, which is like a white bloodline of red deer, where they always just have white offspring. They're kind of like leucistics, but not exactly the same from what I've read. And also I think it's the white moose or white elk. There's white elk and white moose that are like very, very exotic and rare. Like in real life, it takes thousands upon thousands of dollars to even have the opportunity to go take one down. They are not cheap. It is not cheap to go hunt one of those things. Like I'd had a bunch of crazy stuff onto a Texas Game Ranch. And then like for some of the more common species that you could fill the map out with, lots of different like antelope species, like African antelope species. Like you can have different types of gazelle, obviously different species of oryx and stuff like that. Ah, dude, wow. So normally they keep their head down longer when they're drinking, and he didn't. Holy. That 5 kills, I think. Yeah, it was 5 kills, I believe. It's no worries, Sniper God. Just showing up to the streams is more than enough support, you know? Later, Levi. Oh, nice, Wyatt. Nice. Oh, Johnny, if you're still in chat, after Tackle Tuesday tonight, would you be interested in maybe some Prop Hunter? Because that was such a fun game to play. Which reminds me, guys, we've been posting a lot of content on the second YouTube channel recently, my Scarecrow Uncut channel. So if you're not subbed to that channel, I've been posting on there pretty much daily with TCG Card Shop Simulator. And I'm likely going to bring more like simulation games and stuff onto that channel. And just a mix of other fun stuff. And the other channel, Scarecrow the Angler, will be doing a live stream there tonight for Call of the Wild the Angler for our Tackle Tuesday stream. So be sure to check those channels out if you want more content that isn't hunting related. Because we got quite a bit going. I've been posting a lot. I'll do the commands over on Twitch. I see they're already popping up on YouTube, but there's the commands on Twitch that lead to my second and third channel for YouTube. Okay, gotcha, Johnny. I'll see if I can round up some of the others to join us for some Prop Hunter. I imagine that like Nate and Caitlin are probably both a maybe, because it's usually hit or miss whether they want to do anything after Tackle Tuesday. Trying to get 100 or 1,000 reputation on Spain. I'm at 755. Jeez. I know Spain is a pretty tough grind for reputation on the Angler. There's our pet. What's up, Pumpkin Piebald? Nothing to shoot, eh? Is there nothing here? Oh. Actually, there is. Scarecrow's just blind. Scarecrow's just a little bit blind. Thank you, Sniper. God, appreciate it, dude. Oh, nice, Chronic. The Mellow Mallards are beautiful. They are beautiful. I love the Mellow Mallards. They got that pretty, like, bluish hue to some of their feathers. Beautiful. Nice, Bailey. Good luck with your grind. What's my favorite scope combination? It's still too early for me to have a favorite, I think. There's a lot of combos I like, but I don't know what my favorite would be. Oh, no, Caitlin, rip. Caitlin, we were just talking about you and Nate. And really whoever else wants to do it, too. But, Johnny and me want to do some Prop Hunter tonight after Tackle Tuesday. And we figured that you and Nate are probably both a maybe, since it's usually 50-50 whether you guys feel up to playing after Tackle Tuesday. But if enough people want to, we'll do some Prop Hunter, because I really had a lot of fun with that game. Only ever had one rare on my Red Deer grind, female Mela. Hey, at least it's a Mela, man. Whether it's female or male, at least it was a Mela, because Melas are just beautiful. I love the Melas. Def a big maybe? Yeah, that's kind of what I figured. That's kind of what I figured. Who else has that? I can't remember. Does Brobra have the game? I don't think Brobra does. I think it's literally just myself, Johnny, you, and Nate, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I bet CJO would have fun with that game. However, that would be at like 4 or 5 a.m. for him, so I don't know if he'd want to do that. Maybe for a morning stream, CJO would be down for Prop Hunter. Yeah, I think it's just that there's a lot of people that play Call of the Wild that live in Canada. Fishing is life. So I think that's why a lot of people want like a new Canada map. Actually, just like the first Canada map in general, because Yukon is based in Alaska. So, yeah. I think a lot of people that live in Canada want to see that part of the world in the game. So it doesn't surprise me that it's a pretty big request. I mean, I've always really wanted a British Columbia map. I've always like thought a BC map would be sick. I don't believe so, Sniper. I could be wrong though. I could be misremembering, but I don't believe you asked me that. Sounds about right, AEW. Canadian here and definitely would love it. Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm sure there's so many people from Canada that would love to see a Canadian map in the game. And I'd love to see it too, because there's a lot of cool species that could be there. It would be an opportunity to reuse some of the species that we haven't seen get reused on other maps. Like, it'd be a great opportunity to put Roosevelt elk and black-tailed deer on another map. Caleb, thank you for the super chat. What is the biggest diamond red deer you have got, and what is the biggest you can get? So the biggest I've got was like 271.09, I think. But the biggest is over 272. It's like 272 point something, if I'm not mistaken. So, like, they can get pretty massive, and they're very rare. Like, if you get a 272 red deer, you've practically won the lottery, you know? If you can manage to get a 272, it's like, whew. Jeez, they're rare. They're not all there. Ninja Moose, thank you for the super chat once again. Canadian here. A Slave Lake map would be great. I'm not sure what part of Canada that's in. I'd have to look it up. What type of species would you be able to have there? Thank you for the super chat once again. Because for me, in a lot of cases, whether or not I want a map in the game comes down to like how much new species we could get. And like what types of species those new ones would be. And obviously, like, if a map plays well, that's a big factor in my enjoyment as well. Northern Alberta? Got you. Okay, yeah, I guess Alberta would be pretty good. Yeah, I could see that being a good map. Is it mythical, sir? Well, there's a legendary, but it's not a diamond. It's a troll. Guaranteed troll with that rack. Holy. One, two, three, four. Oh, 5, 6. 7, 8, 9. We killed every single red deer, all 9 of them. Sheesh. What grind should I do? Have whitetail? I assume you're asking what should you do, and you're saying that you already have a whitetail grind going? I'd say fallow deer's a pretty good one to get into because not only is it on a different map than what whitetail are, but it's also a pretty easy grind to get into, especially if you hunt on Tiawaroa. Yo, what's up, Sam? How you doing? Hope you're doing good, Sam. When's the next Spain legendary fish? Not sure. Not sure, Wyatt. I think Wednesdays is when they swap out legendaries on the angler. I might be wrong, though. But I think it's Wednesdays. Last night I was on multiplayer and got a super rare Tibetan fox. I'm on PlayStation. Nice, clownfish. That's awesome, dude. That is awesome. How would I like squirrels in Call of the Wild? Oh, I would love that. Oh my gosh, squirrels would be so good. Oh, guys, that reminds me. There's a game on Steam called Squirrel Stapler. It's literally a squirrel hunting game. Should I play it on the channel? It looks like a very interesting game. I think it would be kind of fun. It looks like it's going to be one of those like slightly comedic games where there's just like some absurd stuff that happens. But like the general part of the game is that you're hunting squirrels. And then it has like wild, crazy stuff that happens along the way. I'm seeing a lot of yeses in chat. There's our little pet piebald. What's up, pumpkin piebald? How you doing? Nothing here. Except our beautiful pet piebald. Yeah, I think leaving that 4 here might actually be affecting things a little bit. We're not getting all our respawns back every run. You think the mallards got worse on Tiawaroa? Are you talking about, like, in terms of hunting them, or what? I have noticed they got louder. I've definitely noticed they got really, really freaking loud. It's like whenever I go to an area where they are and spook them off, they're like, right in my ears. And it's like, oh my gosh, guys, I hear you. Oh, man. Deputy Ace, what's up, dude? Just found a 267.5 diamond fallow in a solo that I never found. That's why my dime rate's 1 in 100. Yeah, that can do it, man. Sometimes just having some high scoring ones in the solo like exterior zones can really, really throw things off. For sure. I bet it was nice to find that thing, though. Yeah, I've definitely noticed that, Aiden. Definitely noticed that. I think what it is it's every single one of those ducks quacking at the same time. It's got to be that. It's got to be that they're all just quacking at the same time, so it's playing the same sound like 10 different times. It was a chocolate fur type as well. Oh my gosh, that's the best kind, man. The chocolate fur type fallow are so beautiful. That's my favorite non-rare fur type for them. Just so good. Maybe No Limit? I can't remember. But I feel like Jaxie mentioned at some point that they were going to mess with the tar furs or something. Maybe I'm wrong. But I feel like that was something they did at some point between the release of tar and now. Maybe I'm incorrect and I'm just tripping there, but I swear that was a thing that happened. What's up, Randall? I don't recognize the name that you have right now. Did you possibly have like a different name in the past on YouTube? Like, have you changed your account name at all? They did make them fluffier? Okay, so yeah, there you go. Johnny says they did make the tar fluffier at some point. So yeah, the tar did get a little bit of an upgrade from the, like, in between release and now. CG, what's up? You're on both channels now. Holy. Both platforms. Viper, dude, welcome back as a member. Hope you're doing good, Viper. Hope you're doing super good. There we go. I was going to say there's an extra one here. I see 6 instead of 5. And it just happens to be a 6 as well. Sam with the 42 months as a member. Dude, Sam, you know what's crazy to think about? You're only 6 months away from being a member for 5 years on YouTube. That's crazy. Or 4 years, not 5 years. I'm tripping. 4 years. Where's the Fishing Planet content? I just haven't had time to make Fishing Planet content right now. I've been, like, so focused on main channel content and the TCG Card Shop Simulator for my second channel that I just haven't had time to make the Fishing Planet videos. I wanted to yesterday, but I was busy most of the day with shopping because I got paid yesterday. So I went to get grocery shopping done and stuff and things like that. And then the rest of the day I was recording stuff for this channel and for the second channel. I would like to get more Fishing Planet content on the angling channel though, but gosh, it's so tough to find time to do like consistent content on 3 different channels. Honestly, I'm surprised I've uploaded a video on the second channel 5 days in a row. Or 6 days now, because I uploaded one today. I'm shocked I've been able to keep that up. When will I bring back Great One Before level 60? Not sure. I mean, we've already done Great One Before level 60 for Fallow and Red Deer. And that leaves us with just like some of the tougher ones. Oh, there's a diamond. Have I ever got recognized IRL? Not really, because I think a lot of people don't really know what I look like, even though I've done like multiple face camera videos and a face reveal and all that stuff. But I mean, to be fair, I'm not like a huge YouTuber. I guess I'm big in the Call of the Wild realm, but I'm not big in the overall scheme of things, you know? In general, I'm a relatively small YouTuber compared to, you know, like thousands of other channels on the platform. So I don't really get recognized ever. In fact, I don't think I've ever been recognized. How is that not vitals? What? Come on, buddy. Give me the shot. We need to hit this. Hey, 1, 2. Then 3's up there somewhere. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 kills. Perfect. Oh, 9, because the one in the water. Holy. All right, Johnny. No worries, sir. No worries, good sir. Good day. Oh, guys, I finally got into watching Family Guy. I've heard so much about Family Guy from so many people, but I'd never really watched it. Like, the only, like, I guess, like, adult animated series that I had really watched all the way through was King of the Hill. I'm, like, about to finish the entire King of the Hill series for the 3rd time. But I started watching Family Guy, and I gotta say, it takes a little bit to get into, but it's pretty funny. I do like it. CJ would be proud to hear that. CJ would be proud to hear that. That's like one of his favorite shows. It's pretty good. It took me a few episodes to get into it. Like the first few episodes from season 1, I was like, yeah, this is a little weird. This is kind of strange. Like the structuring is so strange. But I'm now like 3 seasons in and I like it quite a bit. It's fun. How have you never? Hey, it was just something I never really watched. Like, well, actually, I guess the other adult animated series that I watched is I had watched the first few seasons of Rick and Morty. But like, yeah, Family Guy I had never really got into because when I was a kid, I wasn't allowed to watch anything like that. By the time I was an adult, I had more of the mindset of like, why would I watch a show when I could play a game and actually control what happens and be a part of it? And so for the longest time, I just didn't really watch TV or movies or anything. But nowadays, I enjoy like watching stuff on Hulu while I'm playing Call of the Wild or like Card Shop Sim or whatever game I may be playing at the time. So I've started watching like a lot of the shows that I wanted to but never got around to. Gotcha, Jets. Gotcha. Rick and Morty is the best. It is good. Rick and Morty is good. I think I've only watched the first 2 seasons all the way through, and I think I'm partway through season 3. My favorite of all time, though, is still King of the Hill. I like King of the Hill a lot. I think King of the Hill is just a lot easier to get into. And I just like the characters more. God dang it, Bobby. Does our piebald have a buddy? Where's your buddy? Come on. Show us your buddy. He does not have a friend. Man, oh man. You know what? I think instead of shooting the 4 that's up here, I'm gonna shoot this 4. Because I'd rather have them down here anyway. It is dramatic. It's great. Oh, it's fantastic, Sam. The thing is, I like so many different kinds of food. In terms of like, you know, different foods from different countries. I like so many of them. Recently, like, gosh, actually, what? I'd say the type of food that I have the most is like Mexican food. I love like burritos, tacos, like all that type of stuff. I'm super huge on those things. Quesadillas are one of my favorite things of all time. And recently I've been super into like hot sauces because like for the last couple months, my wife and I have been on a diet trying to like, you know, shed a couple extra pounds. And so I've been having a lot of hot sauce because it's super low calorie and it tastes amazing. And this hot sauce I found is so freaking good. It's called, the brand is like Truffle. And it's essentially like hot sauce infused with truffles. And oh my gosh, it's some of the best hot sauce I've ever had in my life. Like, it is just heavenly tasting. It's incredible. We have 2 different ones. We have their jalapeno one. It's more of a mild one, and then we have like just their normal one. And the normal one is so delicious. Like, it's got a sweetness to it, plus that kind of like truffly flavor. And then it kicks you with the heat, you know, and it's not like overwhelming heat, but it's just enough to where it gives you a good kick, but still tastes really good. Gosh, it is the best hot sauce I've ever tried. Isn't truffles expensive? Well, I think like if you're buying like full truffles, like the actual truffles, I think they are expensive, yes. But the sauce, I assume, just has like a tiny bit in it because the sauce is not that expensive. I think it's like less than $10 a bottle. And with hot sauce, you don't need a ton on it to like add flavor. So one bottle lasts quite a while, and it's not that expensive. I pretty much refuse to buy anything that's like ridiculously overpriced. Like, even if I can afford it, I grew up so poor that it's just ingrained in my brain to like buy the cheap stuff in most scenarios. It hasn't been until like the last couple years where I've been able to like convince myself that, okay, you can afford to get some of the stuff that's a little bit like higher quality. Because I'm just so used to getting like the cheapest of everything. So even nowadays, like, even though I could go for like a higher end like sauce or something for things, I still go with stuff that's moderately to cheaply priced because it's just the smart way to go, man. It's just the smart way to go. I'd rather like save up money than just splurge on stuff that's overly priced that I don't need, you know? The only thing I allow myself to like semi splurge on is like some of the like collectible things that I enjoy, like Pokemon cards occasionally, or I collect like the die-cast monster trucks, some of the older ones that they don't make anymore that are limited edition stuff and things like that. I go cheap, but there's some things I'll make an exception. Yeah, exactly, Sam. That's kind of how I am too. I try to go cheap on most things, but there's some things where I'll spend a little extra just to get something that's better quality, or, you know, something that I enjoy or something like that, you know. Definitely. I mean, even if you're going cheap for stuff, you still got to treat yourself occasionally. You still got to treat yourself on some things. How do you like the new icons? Oh, they're great. I think they're really cool. Yeah, I heard about that big game sniper. I heard about that. Where did it... Oh, there it is. I was going to say, where did it spook off from? Take 3. Are we ever going to kill this thing? No. Scarecrow sucks. That's great. That's great. Eggs in my area are $9.50 for a dozen. Oh my gosh, Deputy Ace. That's brutal. They're not quite that expensive here. I think eggs here are like $5 or $6 or something like that. But luckily, my mom has a bunch of chickens, so we get eggs from her quite often. So we thankfully don't have to pay for eggs because she just gives us eggs in a lot of scenarios. We get eggs every once in a while, but usually we just get them from my mom because she has tons of chickens. I haven't noticed it, Diamondback, but I heard a lot of people talking about it. I'm not 100% sure, though. I haven't really paid attention. I think Ruth was talking about the TCG card shop simulator, Jenna. I think she was asking if you've played TCG Card Shop Simulator. It's such a fun game. Oh, speaking of cards. They've got like the Halloween Pokemon cards out right now. So I picked up a bundle of those. Ooh. Look at that. I picked up a bundle of those at Costco yesterday. Gonna probably give away some of them to like trick-or-treaters. Because, I mean, they give you 120 packs in a bundle, so like I don't need that many. I just opened enough to where I got every card, and now I'll just give the rest away to trick-or-treaters and stuff. Oh, yeah, it's such a fun game, Ruth. I love that game. It's rare that I enjoy a game enough to where I will upload a video on the second channel every single day, 6 days in a row. Like, I've had so much fun with that game. It has been so enjoyable. And it's been some of the best performing content on that channel I've ever done. So clearly it seems like people are enjoying it more than like my other stuff that I've uploaded on that channel, because I've tried a lot of stuff on the Scarecrow and Cut channel. We've done like Hophobia, we've done first-person shooter games like Tarkov, and gosh, what's that game called? A few different other games, but Card Shop Sim's been doing very good compared to the others. Oh, like BeamNG, I've done a lot of Beam content on there. Appreciate it, Ruth. It's been fun. Oh, true, Sam. Legos are cool. Like, Legos are one of those things where no matter how old you are, there's still a lot of people that love collecting them. And I mean, anytime I see Legos on clearance, I buy them just because I know for a fact they're going to be worth a whole lot more than that in like 10, 20 years. Because Legos are almost like a foolproof investment because it's Legos. They're so popular. They're so popular and they're generally pretty expensive. So if you can get a good deal on Legos, it's almost always worth it. Because they sell for a lot of money 10, 20 years after they're released, you know, when they're not making that particular set anymore. Especially Star Wars stuff. If you find Lego Star Wars stuff in the clearance bin, always get it. It's well worth it. I've had a couple scenarios where I've found like some clearance Lego Star Wars stuff, and I'm like, okay, that's a steal. That's a steal of a deal. The last time was I was at Walmart and they had a bunch of them on the clearance shelf, and they were like 60 or 70% off, which is crazy. Like, that's practically getting it for free. I think it was normally like a $40 or $50 set as well, and I got it for like $20 or less. Just crazy, man. I love finding deals like that. I love like going to like the clearance sections at stores and just seeing if I can find some hidden gems, because sometimes you can find some crazy stuff, man. That's a 9. Got an initial spawn Max Light Super pieballed red deer a few days ago. Now I'm addicted to red deer. Dude, that's how it be. Sometimes it just takes one like memorable moment and boom, you're addicted. Let's pop the 9 first. Two. And a 3. And a 4. And a 5. What's my favorite gun? Right now, definitely the 300 AR, the Arzina 300. It's just so nice. Sounds incredible. Super powerful. Very low recoil. Fast fire rate. It's just a monster of a gun. Ain't that the truth? For sure, dude. For sure. So I don't really have like an age limit on who can moderate for the channel, Landon. But I do have pretty strict restrictions on who I'll give moderator to. Essentially, you have to be like a close friend of mine, somebody that I've talked to quite a bit. You have to have been around the channel for pretty much the majority of the lifespan of the channel. And usually I only give moderator to like friends of mine. You know, like people that I talk to all the time. With a few exceptions. Definitely with a few exceptions. Like earlier on in my channel's lifespan, I gave moderator to like some of the regulars that had been there super often. That's how Sam got it. And that kind of led to like Sam hanging out more and playing a few games with us and stuff. Ninja, thank you so much for the super chat once again. If you could add any multi-mount, what would it be? Mule deer huddle. Give me a huddle mule deer mount. I want a mount with 3 mule deer males, just like the whitetail huddle. That would be so good. It'd be so good, man. I'd also like a mount with like every antlered great one species. Yeah, that as well, Sam. We have very similar music tastes, and so we chat about music quite a bit. For sure. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this stream, but don't worry, there's going to be another stream tonight in an hour and 10 minutes on my third YouTube channel, on my Scarecrow the Angler one. So, if you want more Scarecrow content for the day, whether you just want to watch me play some more games or chat or whatever, I'll be doing another stream on the Scarecrow the Angler channel later tonight, and potentially one on the Scarecrow Uncut channel after that, depending on if we can get enough people together to play Prop Hunter. But thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you all. This has been such a fun stream. Just kind of chatting about whatever. It's been great. I appreciate you all. Way of the Hunter or Call of the Wild, which one do you think is better? I mean, I like Call of the Wild better just because it fits my playstyle better and it's got more trophies to chase after. But both are fun games. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you later. Peace, peace. Oh, real quickly, John and AJ Outdoors, thank you for the super chat. How to get more deer in the game. Every time I get on, I can't find any deer. So just hunt around the water. Hunt the drink zones of animals. That's the easiest way. So, for example, if you want to go to Layton Lakes, it's a base game map, so that's why I'm recommending Layton. Set your time to about 10. Set your time to about 10, and then just check all the water on the left side of the map. You'll find lots of deer. But thank you so much for the super chat, dude. I had to pause ending the stream to read that off. So hopefully you're still here and heard my response. But yeah, thank you guys. I'll see you later. Peace.